Welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and we're continuing the series of the top 20 rated puzzles on Logic Masters Germany. And no guesses are, well, no prizes for guessing what it is right now because you can see that quite clearly in the thumbnail. We're looking at number 15. Well, number 15 when I did the search, it's I think number 16 at the moment. But of course, you're very welcome to go in and vote yourself and rate them, and obviously influence how things look like today. Now, let's take a look at what today's puzzle is. And we have Connecting with Pointy Heads by GDC. We featured other puzzles from GDC on the channel. They've all been absolutely remarkable, so I'm certainly looking forward to today's puzzle. We have a very straightforward set of rules. We've got normal Sudoku rules apply, so digits 1 to 9 in every row. That's row 1 there, column 1, and every 3 by 3 box. We also have digits along an arrow summed to the digit in the arrow circle. We've got quite a few of them throughout the puzzle, peppered throughout, for example. And then last rule we have is digits placed on the purple Renban lines must be a set of consecutive, non-repeating digits in any order. You've got a Renban line here, a Renban line there, and quite a few of them throughout the puzzle. And that's all the rules we have for today. So if you want to play along, solve this puzzle, link will be in the description down below as per usual. And with that said, let me restart the clock now and see how we get on. There we go. There's so much going on here, it's almost like difficult to determine where to start. Column 5, row 5, they're both quite interesting. I'll tell you this for free. This is from 7, 8, or 9. It's got 3 digits on it. This is 1, 2, or 3. If you go with the minimum 1, 2, and 3, that gets us to 6. 6 is not available in box 5, so this is from 7, 8, or 9. And maybe that is enough to have a think about column 5, in fact. Yeah, here's a piece of logic. So, the question to ask is, where am I going with this? Let's use this logic. If 7 is not on the Renban lines, no, let's do it the other way around. If 9 is not on the Renban lines, 9 is in the middle. If 9 is on the Renban lines, then it has to have 9, 8, and 7, and then we're left with nothing. So 9 has to be in the center, and therefore 9 has to be in here. You can't place a 9 on an arrow unless it's a one-cell arrow. Now I want to continue what I was just about to say with the 7. Now if I try place a 7 on here, even if it's joined with 1, 2, I'm going to get to 10. So neither the 7 nor the 8, in fact. So one of these Renban lines is going to be 6, 7, 8. I'm picking almost at random, but it doesn't matter. One of them is 6, 7, 8, because 8 and 7 cannot be in here. Let's think about it the other way around. So we need 3 contiguous digits, consecutive digits, from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's no 3 in here. So one of these has a 3. I'm just going to pick at random, otherwise they're just going to get too busy. So one of them is going to have a 3. And we need to think about how do we get to 9. So 1, 2, 6 is not available, because the 6 in box 5. So there is either a 1 or a 2, but not both on this 9. If it's 1, it's 1, 3, 5, because we said 2 is not available. So it's 1, can't use, and we need to get to 8. 1, 7 is clearly not available. 2, 6 is not available. 3, 5 is the only option. And in fact, it's 3 this way. And I think this is it, actually, Because if 2 is on here, that means 1 is up there. We've said we can't use 1 and 2. This can't be a 1-2 Renban, sorry, arrow, because that would require a 6 in here, repeating the 6 and the 5. So if this is 2, that would require 1 to be up here with a 3 and no 2 available as an option to join them. Yeah, sounds correct to me. So it's 2, 4, 1, 5, and 3. So that's a couple of digits for sure. I'm going to leave these for now, just to remember there's a 2, 3, 4 Renban line, 6, 7, 8 Renban line. Clearly, I don't know the order of these, but I think that's maybe enough for a moment. Now, going back to row 5, I think this is forced. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, because we need 4 continuous digits. 1 and 2 are blocked by the 3, and essentially if you use all the digits between, oh no, hang on, it could be an 8 as well, sorry. This could be 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, that would also work. This is not a 5. And now we're left with, it's either 1, 2, 4 or 1, 2, 8. Now, in any scenario, this is not 1 for sure. This is not 2 because it would require 2 1s in here. Because the 1 and 2 are gone, the minimum values these can be would be 3, 4. That's not 4. That's got to be an 8. And not 8 or 4. That's a 1, 2 pair. No 8s in here. I already removed the 5 that was in there because of the 1, 5 pair. This is from 4, 6, or 7. 1, 2 gone from the 8. This has to be a 3, 5 pair. 1, 2, and 3, 5 gone. This has to be 6 or 7 and a 1, 2 to join it. I am going to remove these now because I can see I'm sort of heading towards box 3. I don't want to confuse myself with highly likely the wrong numbers. So this is, notice we've got 3 cells in here, 1, 2, and 3. Except I can't use them because I've got a 1 or 2 in here. So this is actually a 9. Essentially, if I want to get to 8, actually no, this could, yeah. So this is 6, 7, 8, or 9, because I've got 3 cells in here, and the minimum is 1, 2, or 3. But if I do 1, 2, 3, I break this puzzle because what they would leave 0 digits available for this one. So that's not 6. 1, 2, 4 to get to 7, same problem. I've used the 1, 2, nothing is left in here. It's not 7. It's not 8 because we've already put that down. That's a 9. And it's going to be composed of, now if it is a 1, we need to get to 8 again. So 1, 8 is not available. 2, 6 is not available. It'll be 3, 5, which is brilliant because that breaks the puzzle as well. So this is 2, 3, 4. This is a 1. This is a 2. This is a 1. This is a 7. Yep, that's a 5, that's a 3, that's a 1, that's a 5. This was never a 6. That was poor pencil marking on my part. This 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are all gone. 5 and 6 are available. 7 is not available. 8 is not available. 8 is available, sorry, excuse me. But 8 would require a 1, so that isn't available. 6 would require a 3. That isn't available either. That's fixed as well. That's 5 and 4. You can see this 8 now forces an 8 in here. And this is now either 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9 in this direction. In fact, that's not a 6 either. So it's 9, 8, 7 or 6, 8, 7. That's another 6, 7 in here. 6 is not there. Sorry, I need to think through this a second. So 1, 2, and 3. What else have we got left? We've got 4, 6, and 9. Let me just, well, 6 is placed. That's a 6. That's 4, 9. We can now pencil mark all of this. That's actually 7, 8, and 9. This is 1, 2 with a 4 or 9. Strangely enough. That can't be a 1. That can't be a 2. It would require a double 1, which wouldn't have been a problem. But we've got a 1 up here already. That's a 2. So that's 4 or 9. If that's 4, that would require, because 1 and 2 are not available, that would need to be a 3, and that would need to be a 1. Possible. If that's, why did I say that's a 9? 4, 9. I've already placed 7, 8, and 9. That's a 4 with a 1, 2. Excuse me. And I've already placed a 9 in the column. So hang on, that wasn't 4, 9 at all. It's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it is 4, 9. It's just, it's fixed. That's 4. That's 9. This is not 1, 2, 4. 1 and 2 are still not going to be in here. We need to place whatever this is. That's a 5. Glad I spotted this before I went too far down the wrong path. So this is 3 or 4 joined with a 1 or 2. We need 3, 4, and 6, I'm going to say, to finish the box / column. This 4, remember this was either 2, 3, 4 or 6, 7, 8. That's not the 2, 3, 4. This is the 2, 3, 4. That's a 1. That's a 4. That's 2, 1. Neither of these are 4 anymore. That's not 4. That's not 2. That's as far as we can take that. That's 6, 7, 8 now. That's not a 7 anymore. That's a 9. That's a 7. That's forcing this to be a 6. This 7 tells us this is a 6, 7, 8. Sorry, not 4. Let me just stay on top of my pencil marks, otherwise I kind of miss things. 7 you can see is not there, forcing it in here. Forcing a 7 in here. Don't know if I want to do corner pencil marks just yet. So we've placed 9, 8, 7, and 6. We still need to place 1, 2, 3, and 5. Let me just pencil mark all of them for now. And then just remove these 5s. Now, this is not a 1. That's not a 2 again. Same kind of logic that we got to. This 1 is seeing here. Would have been again okay with the double 1, but that's a 3. Right. So this is 2 and 1. It's really the only way we're going to be able to do this, isn't it? That's 1 and 2. Looking at this cell, that's the 5. That's another 1, 2. Pardon me. This 2 is looking at the right-hand side. That's a 3 now. These are not 3. Still can't determine the 2 or 4. To finish this, we need 7, 8, or 9 in here. What do we need in here? It'll be helpful to figure out what these are. This 5, 7, sorry, this 5 is doing quite a bit of work. It's a 5, 7 pair. That's a 5, that's a 7. That leaves us with 6, 8, 9, I believe. We need a 1 in this column. It's not in here. It's not in this box because we've placed it. That's the 1. That's a 2. 4, 2. We are left with 4, 7, and 2, I'm going to say in here. 2, 4, 7, except that's not a 2. That's not a 7. That's not a 4 either. That's a 2. And we're left with a 4, 7 pair. Don't need the corner pencil marks anymore. We are left with 1 digit in here. That's an 8. To finish row 4, we need 3, 9. To finish this row in here, I'm going to say we need 7, 8. 4 is an option, of course. But what other digit is it? 2. That's not a 2. Not only because of the 2 that's looking at it, but 2, 3, it's not going to get to 6, 8, or 9. In fact, 4, 5, 6, but 5 is already looking at it. There is this 4 is not an option either. So this is 7, 8, joining another 6, 8, 9, and some digit in between. So that looks all plausible. That's not a 7. I was going to say this is a minimum of 1, 2, 3 to get us to 6, 7, 8, or 9. But look at this. 1, 1, 1. This is fixed as 2, 3, 4. We've got 2 looking at that, 2 looking in here. That's the 2. This 4 is looking in here. That's 4, that's 3, that's 9. That's 3, that's 9. This is not 9 anymore. If I remember correctly, yeah, 7, 8 pair, that's a 9 now. So it's descending, whichever it is. So there is a 6 on this Renban line, and it's not in here, that's in there. So it can go 7, 6, and 5, not a problem with that. It can also be 8, 7, and 6, that's not possible. That's 7, 5, not 5 or 7 in here, not 7 in there. Not 6 in there, not 4 either. Surprisingly, not enough. 3 you can see is up there. Can probably finish this box now. And actually we can finish box 2 for sure. 7. What do we need in here? We need a 4, we need a 1 somewhere, and an 8. Which surprisingly we don't actually know yet. I'm just going to check if I've missed any obvious Sudoku before I have to go down and think about this Renban line. I may have to. I mean, I'm sure the clue is there for a good reason. It's not just for giggles. I'm just sort of hoping that there is an easier path. So 1 is not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's clearly not on the Renban line. That's a 1. 8, 1. Not 8. We've got 2, 4, or 6. We need a 2 in here in the column. That's 6. That's 4. That's 7. That's 4. These are not 4 or 7. That's 5 and 6. That's 5. That's 6. This is not 2 or 4. That's 7 or 8. That's 7 and 8 again. I may end up having to look at this after all. Actually, that's a 5. That's 7 and 8 again. No, it's not. 7, looking at this, that's an 8. That's a 7. That's an 8. 7. We can start cleaning this up. 6 and 7, looking at this. We've got an 8, 9 pair in here, which we can't resolve yet. This 8, this is either 7 or 9. Pardon me, 8 is not there. So yeah, it's either, 6 or 9, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 8, 7. I'm sure I know which I do. That's a 9. That's a 6, 3, 6. Not 3, not 2. That's a 4, 3, 2. We know what these are now. 8, 7, 8. And if I've not made any mistakes, that's 9. And that's the link. That's the answer to the solution. Yeah, it's a fantastic puzzle. And GDC has constructed a number of amazing puzzles. I think for me, most of the enjoyment was in thinking about column 5. You basically have to spot column 5, then row 5, which I think, to be fair, it's all pointing you in this direction. There's just not enough information up there, not enough, it's all kind of pointing and gravitating towards, the box 5. And then figuring out that this can only be a 9, there's a 6, 7, 8, there's a 2, 3, 4. I think once you get through that, the rest of it is pretty smooth going. But I've immensely enjoyed it. I hope you have too. And as always, I look forward to reading your comments about how you got on and your thoughts about the puzzle as well. See you back for the next video, and bye for now.